So listen, let's say you hurt your back. What can you do? Okay, so let's look at some strategies that we can do just to assess your back pain and to see can we get any relief into it. So the first thing is to just take note of what happened. So have you suddenly woke up with this back pain, or has it been coming on gradually for the last couple of days or the last couple of weeks? If you just suddenly woke up with it, then what did you do yesterday? Were you lifting something heavy? Were you in the gym? Were you playing a match? Even 2 days before that. So delayed onset muscle soreness is something that can come on even after 2 days after doing exercise. Okay, it normally happens if you're after doing a lot of exercise too quickly, or if you're after doing eccentric loading, which is a form of training that involves lifting something as the muscle is lengthening. Okay, so did you lift something heavy? Were you involved? Did you have a little bang? Did you have a little fall? What do you think has brought on this pain? Okay, second thing is to take note of the pain. Are you getting any shooting pains down your legs? Is it going right down to your foot? Does it feel very, very sharp? So it's like a lightning dart that goes down your leg? Or is it just a dull throb? Have you got any numbness around your tailbone, your sit bone, around your bum? Any problem going to the toilet? Okay, that's just ruling out serious stuff. If that happens, then you'll have to go and call your GP, or call the clinic, or call someone that you know that works, that's a healthcare professional. Okay, so if none of them are happening and you've just got a really sore back and you feel like your back is locked up, or even if you are just getting that sort of dull throb going down your leg, that's normal enough. Okay, so what we want to do is we want to try and see what movements you have as the next thing. So are you able to move forward a little bit, or are you able to bend back? Can you go side to side a little bit this way, or can you rotate a little bit this way? So can we move side to side, or turn side to side? Are you able to lift your leg a small bit here? So can we take the weight off one leg and shift it onto the other? If you find a movement that is okay to do, so if I'm able to move side to side, then great, that's fantastic. So that means we can do more of this movement. If you're able to twist, fantastic. If there's a movement that's really locked up, so common ones are bending forward, are also bending back. So one of those might be just really locked up where the muscle's gone into spasm. So that's fair enough, okay, that can happen. That's your body's way of protecting itself. And in the short term, it's fair enough, it's okay. Long term, we don't want that, so we want to try and get the body to relax. We want those muscles to ease out. So what can we do to help relax those muscles? Now, one of the things we can do is we can just try and calm your body down. So when you have hurt yourself, or when you're in, especially with your back, people get very worried about their back. So when you've hurt yourself, it's going to be common enough to be in a sort of a high threshold strategy, or a little bit stressed out. So what I mean by that is that you might be breathing a little bit heavier like this, okay? You're using your chest to breathe. Your breathing is a little bit panicked. You're asking people, what's going on? I just hurt my back, I'm worried about it. So you're going to be sending adrenaline around your body. You're going to be sending different chemicals around your body, which is great if you have to run away from pain. So if there's something coming, you need that adrenaline to get away. Not good if the pain is in your body, because they just irritate the body even more. So we want to get those chemicals to calm down a little bit. That adrenaline that's been pumped around your body, we want that to get that to relax. So if we can find a place where you can, or find a position that is not aggravating your pain. So that may be sitting down, it may be lying down on your side, and we just want to try and spend a couple of minutes relaxing. Okay, so we want to calm your breath down. Try and breathe in through your nose instead of your mouth. And we want to try and breathe into your belly. So what I mean by that is, as you take a breath in, your belly starts expanding like this, rather than your chest coming up like this. Okay, a good way to know if your breathing is calming down is if you can hear your breath. So if you cannot hear your breath, then that is perfect, okay? If you can hear your breath, you're breathing too noisy. Breathing should be effortless and it should be very silent. So just go in 30-second bouts, 30-second installments where you breathe, say for 30 seconds, then you try and go a little bit quieter, then you try and go a little bit quieter until your breathing is very quiet and very effortless. And then just reassess your movement. So that may involve you sitting down in a chair, like this. Just try and relax into it. try and put your forearms here on your thighs and just try and relax here. So I'm just breathing, nice and relaxed. Once you've calmed down after a few minutes, so you can either slouch over a little bit more. Slouching down like this is a great way of just taking the tone off the lower back muscles and relaxing your body. And if after you find you're able to slouch down, go down a little bit more, okay? We don't want to aggravate it too much, so if you feel that you don't feel safe going down too far, then don't go there, okay? We don't want to aggravate that pain. We just want to do as much movement as you can in a very relaxed and pain-free situation, or pain-free movements. So that's just a couple of things. Another thing that I forgot to mention is don't go around asking everybody, or don't go scrolling through the internet. It can be helpful, so you can do it if you want, but don't believe everything you see, because a lot of times people will have stories about back pain where someone got hurt their back and they ended up in pain for weeks and weeks, or you may hear stuff like disc, and they just all increase the fear, increase the anxiety, make you a little bit more anxious, keep sending those adrenaline and those chemicals around the body, and will put you back into that mild stress response. So we want to calm everything down. Maybe go to your GP if you're concerned, or either call a physio or call a physical therapist, or even call my own clinic if you're concerned. It doesn't cost anything to chat over the phone. But try out those things first. If it's not going away after a couple of days, and you're still concerned, then definitely go and contact someone. But a lot of time with back pain, it can be sore for a few days and then it can calm down after that.